Hey everybody, so I got a quick question here. If I was to start a website, kind of like Facebook or Twitter or Instagram or any kind of social media, someplace that you can meet up and talk to people online, what kind of information would you be willing to give me to use my majestic platform? Would you be willing to give me your birth date? Of course, that's simple. Nobody can really do anything with your birth date. Well, how about your home address? I mean, if you want to have the ultimate privilege of watching my TikToks, then you're gonna have to give me your mother's maiden name. I'm listening. Oh, yeah, and I almost forgot. You actually get a free bonus offer with this. For the low price of your social security number, you get access to a free OnlyFans account for some free booba.
And now, a dramatic reading of tweets from clueless people. Social media firms must end all anonymous accounts. If you want to spew vile abuse, you should be forced to do so publicly under your genuine identity, not while hiding behind the cloak of billionaire-backed secrecy. It's ridiculous that I now have almost 12,000 accounts blocked, nearly all of them anonymous. Requiring official ID would wipe out most trolling overnight. Not all anonymous accounts are used for bile or trolling. Some people actually genuinely use them to protect their identity and their lives from others. Sorry, trolling is the top priority, I'm afraid. Literally killing people. Trolling is literally killing people. If you're worried about being identified, don't go on Twitter or Facebook. I'm sorry, did she just say that trolling kills people? Wait, she says it again later, that she doubles down on it in the thread. Oh, I'm getting a headache. By her own logic, if you can't handle trolling, just don't use social media.
Look, I understand that some people say very unfortunate and in many cases very bad things online, very mean things, and in some cases things that are very hurtful to others. Things that are genuinely massively inappropriate can be reported to the platform itself through flagging options on, as far as I know, every platform. But the ability to highlight the bad actions of people online is apparently just not enough for some people. But I guess getting your account banned on Twitter is just not good enough for some people anymore. They've got to step it up a notch. Now, from what I understand, there was a major soccer championship taking place and England's team was involved. That's right, you heard me. I called it soccer. Suck it, Britain. Let's get it straight. The only real football is played with your hands. Apparently, a few members of the team that were put in very late in the game were black team members. Apparently, following the team's loss, all these members started receiving lots of hateful comments and many of them were racist in nature. And understandably, a lot of people are extremely upset about this. It makes complete sense that they'd be upset about this. However, some people have gone a little bit overboard. Quite a few social media personalities and verified checkmarks on Twitter have been sharing around a petition to make it so that you legally have to verify actual identification to the social media platforms before you can create an account. Let's take a look at the petition real quick. So the petition itself is quite literally just to make verified ID a requirement before making a social media account. Essentially, a government form of ID would have to be used to create any accounts like Twitter accounts or Instagram accounts. Any social media where you can interact with other people would require this. This ID could be your driver's license with all your personal information attached to it, or it could be a new license like a hunting license or a specialized license that you go to get for fishing or any other kind of special activity. Now, the problem is, if you go and get one of those kind of licenses, what happens? What do you think happens with that? They require your personal information, and now your personal information is traceable back to the ID. Just picture this for a second. That would mean that every single blog on the internet would require you to give your personal information to whoever owns that. Can you imagine Kiwi Farms or LolCow or 4chan giving them your personal government ID so that you could access their website? That's just insanity. Those websites are full of information that no one wanted anybody to have anyway. So can you imagine in a world where this kind of thing gets pushed through and this kind of thing actually becomes law, where you would actually be forced by the government to give them even more personal data just to see what people are saying about you? That seems a little crazy, huh? Hey, so-and-so, guess what? You were just doxxed on Kiwi Farms. Really? I need to go see this so I know what information is out there. Oh, I can't without giving them even more personal information. That seems so super smart. The petition actually states that if a person is under the age of 18, they would have to use their parents' ID to create the accounts. Where the account belongs to a person under the age of 18, verify the account with the ID of the parent or guardian, meaning your parents would have to sign up for the account for you. Or you'd have to steal their ID card and make the account without them knowing, one or the other. To prevent anonymized harmful activity, providing traceability if an offense occurs. Okay, what is an offense? How far are we gonna take this crap? So apparently the context for this petition already existing is that the person's son is disabled, and they feel that the son has been abused online. There are apparently already some laws in place that they feel don't go far enough to protect people. To make the law work needs the removal of anonymity to ensure users cannot harm by using online platforms to abuse others. Where an offense has taken place, they ought be easily identified and reported to the police and punished. We've experienced the worst kind of abuse towards my disabled son and want to make sure that no one can hide behind their crime. Now, while it sucks that they have to deal with this at all, this actually would put many more people in harm's way. Multiple people with significant online followings have shared this petition on multiple social media platforms in the last 24 hours. Now, while I understand the logic and they want to do good, the problem is that they're also putting a lot of other people at risk. As if we don't already have this massive problem of people digging up out of context tweets from many, many years ago to try and cancel somebody now. As if hundreds of people every day treating it like their job to go through people's social media past and try and find anything they could possibly take and make them look bad with it. Doesn't matter if there was extra context or anything else, they just take it and they run with it. I've seen people like Jaackmaate in defense of this actually defending the idea that like Twitter won't get hacked, Instagram won't get hacked, there's gambling sites we use, then those haven't been hacked, so why would Twitter get hacked? Despite the fact that multiple celebrities' actual cell phones have been hacked, let alone their social media accounts, which happens all the time. Can you imagine if Twitter was so poorly coded, you go to somebody's profile, you open like the Google source editor or whatever, and it actually displays in the code someone's actual private information that was used to create their account? I can see very easily some of these websites actually doing that by mistake. Oh, then it's on the website, I guess, just sue the website. Yeah, except it shouldn't have had to happen in the first place. Look, I know multiple people, like 5 people, that have had their jobs threatened. Like they actually called their place of employment to complain about them because they had a feud on Twitter or something like that. That's how dumb this is. Now imagine every website had to have that kind of private information about you. They all suddenly just have it readily available. Oh, who cares if people send things to your house? It's just pizza and a SWAT team, and these people I'm talking about, as far as I know, all have like the traditional, like the standard amount of security that most people have on their private information, and that's all most people can do. That's all most people know to do. But let's just put all their private information on every single social media platform. Let's just put their ID that links to all of it. Just imagine you piss off one idiot on the internet, and then they hack your Facebook account that you only use to communicate with family members, and then they get information on all your family members too, and now all of your family could potentially be doxxed because this one person got mad you beat him in a Call of Duty game or something. But would they even need to go that far? Keep in mind that Call of Duty, World of Warcraft, Minecraft, and most games that take place online, they have social features, meaning that at some level, they would have to fall under this kind of rule as well, meaning that you would have to have your personal identification linked to Activision, Microsoft, and all these other different companies to play Call of Duty or Minecraft. It's mind-boggling to think about putting your social security information into Minecraft to place a couple of grass blocks. Yeah, that's right, Timmy. Yeah, you burned down my house in Minecraft, I'm gonna burn down your house in the real world. But I guess according to creators like Jaackmaate, that kind of stuff just doesn't happen. Oh no. Oh, no. It's not like Sony's had massive issues with their network getting hacked before. It's not like Microsoft's been hacked before at all. I mean, no joke. I woke up this morning to an email from Spreadshirt letting me know that an old account I made a long time ago actually was at risk because someone hacked into their system. Their email claims that they may have access to my personal information, including my PayPal and my address. While most likely my account is perfectly safe even if they have that information because there's no traffic on my account, so there's probably no need for them to ever use my account for anything because they don't think it's got any value. But the problem is, it still happened and it's still a threat. I mean, for Pete Holmes' sake, I had actually found multiple accounts around the time Elon Musk was going to be on SNL that were all hacked. They were all athletes that were verified on Twitter, and they were hacked to promote this scam, pretending to be like working with Elon. These are verified accounts of athletes. You ever wonder how celebrity sex tapes and nudes get leaked? A lot of times it's from hacked cell phones and things like that. Not every celebrity is secretly sliding nudes of themselves to companies to release on the down low like they allege that Kim Kardashian may have been a part of in some way. But how somebody like Jaackmaate has so so little clue that this kind of thing is so common online is actually beyond me. I don't understand how it's possible he's so unaware of it. There's a virtual ton of issues with the idea of slapping an identification number on you and then filing inline online. Even if they created an entirely different identification number for everyone that wants to use the internet, which would be a whole ton of money, by the way, to create that kind of a system, then on top of that, that information would still be traceable back to you, and people will still find a way to do it. You think Twitter's gonna be able to protect your personal information when they can't even keep maps off the platform? I mean, I feel like it's been pretty well documented how disgusting Facebook is about collecting your data. I'm pretty sure that Mark Zuckerberg is probably like orgasmic at the thought of getting actual personal identification information. Oh, all the personal information. I want to go surfing. Like, dog, my hairline's like Bill Cosby. As many years as it's been, and as hard and as rough as things have been, and yet it hasn't changed its position. The only difference is my hairline's position isn't actually a lie. Oh, speaking of Bill Cosby, one second. I wonder how many people he said to in the last 40 years, humor me. And send. Okay. I wonder if that was okay. Is that okay? Should I not have made a joke about Bill Cosby drugging people, or would that be harassment? I'm not sure. Is that okay under these new rules that people want to impose? Did I just break a rule? Am I in trouble now? Could the cops be called on me for saying it like it is? Look, I realize this isn't actually taking place in the United States, but the problem is this is not something that would stop in England or the UK or whatever. Like, this is the kind of thing where as long as it doesn't go horrible right off the bat, it's gonna move to other areas. And then the more people that are involved in this kind of thing, the more at risk people are. It could easily take only one bad actor to get a whole lot of people's personal information if everyone's personal information is stored on every social media site. Look, I get that these people mean well, but there's a ton more issues that I'm not even talking about here that I just don't know enough to talk about to include in this video. I don't know all the issues. I don't know all the information, but I do know that there's blatantly obvious problems that for some reason people gloss over whenever some people have said enough bad things to start another talk about this. I've seen this conversation come up multiple times and it's never good. Anyway, thank you for watching, everybody. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and please keep your friends close and your personal information closer. Thank you so much. I'll see you guys next time.
As always, a big shout out to the patron saints: Anonymity, Jessica, Bo Blacks, John Swan, Jaackmaate Live, Lady Zubat, This Is Ewan, Master Roshi, Paul Wentworth, and Pantsless Gamers. Thank you so much, as always, for all the extra support, and I will see you in the next video.